Hi guys, it's Andy from NismoTechUK. Today we're giving an unboxing and overview for TP-Link, and this is their AC1750 wireless router, codename Archer D7. Okay, so let's have a look around the actual box itself. We've got the TP-Link logo up at the top, nice image of the AC1750 Archer D7. Obviously it's a wireless dual band gigabit ADSL 2+ modem router. Looking down at the bottom, I see it mentions here we've got gigabit wireless speed, simultaneous 5 GHz 1300 megabits per second, and 2.4 GHz at 450 megabits per second, brings a premium network experience. Maximum range with 3 dual band detachable antennas for stable signal and optimal coverage. And we've also got dual USB ports for printer sharing, FTP server, media player, plugging in external drives, etc. Moving around to this side, it just tells you about the actual package content. Obviously we'll be having a look at that in a moment. On this side again, I'll see more or less everything repeated. And then coming on to the back, we've got a nice image of the back of the actual device that we'll have a look at in a moment, as well as some of the other features and benefits. So the ones that we haven't covered are guest networks. You can allocate separate and secure network for guests, which is really cool. Parental controls, one button security, easy setup, provides quick and hassle-free installation. Obviously the gigabit wired speed up to 1000 megabytes per second. ADSL E-WAN dual access gives user the flexibility to choose a preferred ISP. And obviously you can see down here it's actually a top of the range router that TP-Link do, with all the various different features and applications that can be applied to the actual router. So let's now get inside the box and have a look. Okay, so I'm just going to go and pull the tab and pull the router out, if I can get my finger in there. One moment. There we go. Make sure that we've got everything that we need. Just going to stick that down over there a moment, and we can have a look and see what we get inside. So you've also got your resource CD, which is obviously going to provide you with software to obviously connect into the actual router, various other little bits, some pieces that they normally throw in. You've also got what looks to be like a technical warranty document, a quick installation guide. So we'll just have a quick look at this. Seems to be quite simple and basic in order to actually set this up and install it. How to go into the actual TP-Link modem.net to actually access the actual settings. Pretty damn simple, and how to go on web-based quick setup. So make sure you give that a good read. Public notice, not quite sure as to what that is. It's regarding the actual antennas, etc. You see everything comes pretty nicely packaged in there, so we're just going to go and take everything out of the box. Okay, so inside the box you get your 3 TP-Link antennas for connecting up to the modem. You get your power pack to actually provide power to the actual unit as well. You also get a phone and modem splitter, which is obviously going to be in handy if you don't have one of them, but they're all pretty much the same. You've got a couple of telephone cables here to obviously plug from your phone socket into the back of the unit, and you also got a white Ethernet cable, as well as the actual device itself. So I'm just going to go and peel the actual protective cover off the front of this so that we can have a better look. Okay, so this is the 1750 Archer D7 from TP-Link. Very nice indeed. You can see the top is extremely shiny. Got a nice sort of silver bar that runs around the actual front here, which looks really good. And obviously the silver TP-Link, which is actually a little bit embossed on there as well. But the top of that unit just looks absolutely fantastic. Moving it around, obviously you can see that we have got some ventilation around at the front here to obviously aid with cooling on the actual unit. And on the bottom here we have got a couple of risers, which obviously have got rubber tips on them as well to obviously stop them from moving around. Unfortunately there's nowhere to actually mount this to a wall of any description. A lot of routers actually come with holes for mounting. It's a little bit of a shame that this doesn't come with one, but it certainly wouldn't put me off actually buying this particular router. So on the back here you can actually obviously see the various different ports, etc. So you've got 3 antenna holes there that you plug your antennas in. You've got your ADSL connection to USB 2.0, WPS key, Wi-Fi on and off, which is quite a nice little feature. You don't have to have the Wi-Fi on. You can use one of the 4 or all 4 of the gigabit LAN connectors, and you've also got your power on and power off, as well as the actual power connector. Okay, so I plugged the actual router in, and I was having a look around the front there, just to see where the actual lights were, and to my surprisement, they've actually come up on the top here. And this actually looks really, really cool. I love the way that they've actually implemented this. So obviously the first one that you got is your power light, then the one above that you can't see because it's not on is your ADSL light. You've also then got your wireless LAN solid light. Obviously that will show that the wireless LAN is on. Let me just switch that off. Hopefully that will turn off in a moment. There we go, so let's obviously turn that off. Just press the button again and that should come back on in a moment. There we go. And then the one above that is just your LAN connector. So looks really, really cool. So what we're going to do now, we're going to just basically go and get this connected up to the system and have a look at the actual interface. Okay, so we're now going to go and have a look at the software and see how easy it is to sort of set the actual router up. So as you're starting up, you do get this sort of quite a nice graphical introduction. Obviously tells you everything that should be on the inside of the box, and also how to go about connecting everything up that's required. Okay, so as part of the easy setup assistant, you can go through it this way, where you'll go through, install the ADSL device, configure the ADSL settings, confirm, etc. Once you've done that, you can then go on to tplinkmodem.net. Default username is admin, default password is admin. And then once you're in there, you can then also run the quick setup guide, etc. But you've got a whole host of options down at this side here. Quick setup, operation mode, the network, etc. So you show basically all the various WAN interface connections, LAN settings, change all the various different bits and pieces. Everything's just very, very nicely, simply laid out on this browser. Looking on IPTV, you've obviously got that you can actually enable on here as well to obviously boost set-top boxes. You've got your DHCP server, where you can obviously go in and change all the various different settings, or leave it as default if you wish. Wireless 2.4 GHz settings, obviously you can go in and sort out your security for that. You can go into advanced and change a few other bits and pieces. And then onto the wireless 5 GHz settings, you've got identical stuff effectively, but for the 5 GHz bandwidth. You've then got your guest network, which you can then enable or disable. You can change the SSID. You can also put in a password for the guest network, and again that's across the 2.4 and also the 5 GHz as well. Onto the USB settings, obviously you can refresh that once you plug something in, hit the refresh button, everything that should sort of come up on there. You've also got user accounts, which will enable you to go in and configure who you want to actually access the actual user, the USB sticks or memory or storage devices that you're actually plugging in there. So that's quite a nice little feature that you can actually obviously set that. You've got your root, default gateway on there, IPv6 root settings, forwarding, parental control. Pretty damn simple. You can obviously then put in various different things, set a schedule as to when things are available and when they're not available. You've got your firewall, and obviously you can again go in and change everything. But apart from that, everything's just very, very simple to actually use and actually do, to be absolutely honest with you. Obviously you've got system tools with system log, time settings, etc. So you can obviously see how things are going. You've got a firmware upgrade option here, so it might be worth checking out the TP link to see if there is anything available for the Archer D7 with regards to its build, etc. But apart from that, everything is there. Everything's very simple and easy for anyone to actually go in and actually configure and change the way that you want it. So now on to a little bit more information about the TP-Link Archer D7 AC1750, as well as my personal thoughts. Obviously it's a dual band wireless router, which combines a wired wireless network connection device with an integrated wireless router. and also a ADSL 2/2+ modem. The Archer D7 can deliver a combined wireless data transfer rate of up to 1.7 gigabytes per second, with 13,000 megabits per second wireless speed over the 5 GHz band and 450 megabits per second over the 2.4 GHz band. So it makes it a very good choice when coming to HD streaming, online gaming, and other sort of bandwidth intensive activity. Now it does come obviously with all the usual security features that you would expect: guest network, parental controls, IP bandwidth control, SPI and NAT firewall protection, WPA PSK, WPA2 PSK encryption, etc. It also has other features like the ease of use WPA wireless security encryption with the actual WPS button, a Wi-Fi on and off button for example, and a very easy and simple installation and setup process. It also comes with two USB 2.0 ports, so you can obviously connect up things like printers, network devices, network storage, etc., and obviously enable those to be available across your network. Another fantastic feature about the Archer D7 is that it supports ADSL or Ethernet WAN connection, which will allow you to have the flexibility of different internet connections, ADSL cable or fiber modem, using its interchangeable LAN/WAN port. The option itself does make it a lot easier if you have to change between fiber and cable ISP providers, and it means that you don't have to constantly keep changing your router. And to top it all, it does come with a 3-year warranty as well. So the overall look of the Archer D7 is pretty damn impressive. I really like the actual overall design of this particular unit. The LEDs that are on top of the actual unit itself look really cool. I prefer that to your sort of standard LEDs that normally go on the front. And the size of the actual unit is pretty damn standard, but it does look really good. The only bugbear I have with the actual router is the fact that you're not able to mount it to a wall like others, so that's something that maybe TP-Link should have actually included with the router. But apart from that, we hope you liked the unboxing and overview of the TP-Link AC1750 Archer D7. Please leave a comment down below, leave a like or a dislike depending on how you feel about the video, and we look forward to seeing you in our next one. We hoped you liked our video review. If you did, then please leave a like, as well as any comments or questions you may have down below. Full details and specifications on this item can be found at our website, NismoTech.com, along with all the links for purchasing if you wish. Also on our site you'll find our latest reviews and current giveaways, plus a lot more. We look forward to seeing you in our next review.